evening and welcome to Have I Got News For You? I'm Adil Ray. In the news this week, at an electrical grid substation in Windsor, one man asked staff which lever controls the power to the Royal Lodge. With only 8 months to go before the World Cup kicks off in America, FIFA arranged a demonstration of Donald Trump's proposed changes to the game. And in Interlaken, Switzerland, Klaus, the resourceful staffy, catches the scent of a new cat in the village down the road. On Ian's team tonight is a Sky News presenter and journalist who says that when she was growing up, her favourite programme was Gladiators, a more innocent time when Storm, Shadow and Tomahawk were the stars of the show rather than long-range missiles. Please welcome Sophie Ridge. On Paul's team tonight is a comedian who recently appeared on The Masked Singer as a box of Christmas decorations. He prepared thoroughly for the role by spending the previous 11 months wedged in the corner of the attic. Please welcome Julian Clary. Now we begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Ian and Sophie, here's yours.
Right, that's someone leaving to go to France. No, he's on a plane again. Bye. I think that's one in, one out. This is the revolving door. And that's him saying, have you smashed the gangs? It's immigration.
Yes, it is. This is the government's continued commitment to achieving absolutely nothing on immigration.
This is, I think, the one in, one out scheme between the UK and France. But it hasn't been going great because this Iranian guy comes over, sent back to France, and then basically just jumps on the first small boat back to Britain.
Yeah.
The thing that I thought was quite interesting is David Lammy said it was progress, though.
Is the service speeding up?
Well, apparently, because he said at least the biometric checks meant that they realised someone was making them look ridiculous. I think that was the idea.
What's going wrong at the Home Office, though? We've got a Home Office, we've got a whole office with thousands of people to be able to sort this out. They've been able to sort it out for years.
Reform's going to change that to the Send Them Home Office. I mean, there are other policies available. The Tories have just launched a policy.
Go on.
They're going to deport all the people who are here legally.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I mean, that's a bit of a cracker.
Where are they going to deport me to and my family? I mean, Barbados would be nice, so that'd be lovely. Yeah.
Serbia, I think.
No, not them. No offence to any Serbians here.
Yeah.
I love you. Some of my best friends are Serbian. Yes, this is yet another misstep by the Home Office. Speaking to Politico, one former Tory aide summed it up like this. It's a 24/7 circus of shit. Have you got tickets for the circus of shit, Paul?
I'm not sitting in the front row.
What else is going wrong for the government this week?
Grooming gangs, that inquiry's falling apart. They can't find a suitable chair, and then some of the participants have resigned, and the Labour Party didn't want to have the investigation anyway. They got bounced into it by Elon Musk, who is Prime Minister a lot of the time and seems to dictate policy. So, I mean, it is a mess.
Now, normally, Reform would have had a field day with this. Why were they distracted this week?
Kent County Council are in a bit of an uproar at the moment because there was a video link between several councillors and she started swearing and saying, you know, just suck it up.
Beg your pardon?
It's one way to clear the potholes.
Shall we see it?
Yeah,
If we can have it.
Sometimes I will make a decision that might not be liked by everybody in the group. But I'm afraid you're just going to have to fucking suck it up, OK? Because I am the democratically elected leader, and my reply to that is...
be briefed as it goes. Yeah.
Paul, I'm going to mute you in a minute. Let me reply. We're running out of time.
It's all right, Brian. You keep laughing your head off, mate.
In the committee meeting, Paul, you don't need to speak.
I love they've got 9 councillors and they've found 2 Brians.
And I like the fact you have to have a union flag for a Zoom call. She's really cross because she said everyone is going to judge the whole Reform Party nationally on how we behave in Kent.
And, of course, not everyone can wear horizontal stripes.
No.
So 4 councillors have been suspended after that, although not the sweary leader for bringing the party into disrepute. But, of course, everyone can make mistakes, though, can't they, Sophie?
There has been a number. Yes. There's one really, really embarrassing one that I have a horrible feeling
I think it might be that one.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Hello again. We're live from the Glasgow Science Centre talking to all the party leaders north of the border, and joining us in our studio now is the leader of Scottish Labour, Kezia Becker. Thanks very much for being with us today.
So glad I came on tonight. Thanks, guys.
Now, there's a possibility that Reform might win the Caerphilly by-election, although the Labour candidate's been pulling out all the stops on social media. Would you like to see his campaign video?
No, not really.
Well, you're going to have... I'll ask you again. Would you like to see his campaign video?
Not really. No.
Paul Merton would really like to see his campaign video.
I should close my eyes.
But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
Amazing.
Oh, I've got a semi.
Have you? He wouldn't be hard to catch, would he? Julian, I'm thinking of becoming a homosexual. What are the hours?
24/7.
Is it?
I'll sign up.
This is a whole new TikTok thing, isn't it? Are you on TikTok, Ian?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
It's a lot more difficult than being a homosexual, I tell you.
Are you speaking from personal experience?
Look, school one tries everything.
Finally, who came to haunt us this week? Who came back?
Boris Johnson.
Yes! Boris Johnson. Yeah. Boris Johnson came back to give evidence to the COVID inquiry this week. Here he is arriving. Putting across that familiar air of calmness and tranquility. Did you like his comeback, Paul?
No.
No?
Didn't watch any of it, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't make my television work.
Do we know what he was giving evidence about?
COVID.
Specifically.
Schools.
Yeah.
Closed down.
Yes.
And none of it was his fault.
No, none of it was his. Never is.
Yeah, there was this kind of big row between, him and the then Education Secretary Gavin Williamson about whether they had a proper plan in place about what they should do if they had to close schools.
But don't you feel the fact that Boris said we have a plan means they didn't?
You can probably go where I can't on this, Ian. It's probably better.
Do you think he made it all up? I do. But, I mean, he did have an interest in schools. I mean, they're thousands of his children.
So Boris is very busy writing books, apparently. Do you know what Boris uses to help him write books?
AI.
Oh.
But he pronounces it in a very strange way, doesn't he? He gave an interview the other day where he sort of gibbeted or something like that.
Well, let's have a look, shall we?
I love AI. Do you use AI? Absolutely. Do you use ChatGPT? I love it. ChatGPT is fantastic. It's so much. ChatGPT. What do you use it for? What do you use it for? Well, I'm writing various books, and but I just use it. I just ask questions. You know that the answer, but ChatGPT always says, "Oh, your questions are so clever. You're brilliant. You're excellent. You have such insight," and I love it.
Julian, do you use AI?
I haven't recovered from his hair yet. Looks like he's been plugged into the national grid.
He's powering that light behind him.
This is the government's migrant policy. The government are struggling to enforce their policy of one in, one out, which is embarrassing when they can enforce a one in, one out policy in Jolly's nightclub, Stoke-on-Trent. This week, a Zoom meeting held by Reform councillors in Kent got a bit heated. The leader of the council told the meeting she didn't need this grief as she was meant to be going on bloody holiday. Might I recommend Clacton? There's an empty house there you can use. Sophie Ridge once referred to Kezia Dugdale as the leader of the Scottish Labour. She later apologised and explained she didn't mean it literally. Paul and Julian, here's yours.
Oh, good.
Ah, yes, this is the further adventures of the biggest tosspot that ever lived. Yeah, there he is, Trump. He's knocking down the east wing of the White House, which is not even a metaphor for what he's doing to America. It's too obvious and blatant and on the nose for that.
Yeah, he said he would pay total respect to the existing building, which I thought was quite... Because he loves it, apparently. He thinks it's lovely.
When will it be finished, do we know? Times I've asked that.
Yeah.
Quickly.
So we see him getting excited about this construction.
You probably hear the beautiful sound of construction to the back. You hear that sound? Oh, that's music to my ears. I love that sound. Other people don't like it. I love it, Josh. I think when I hear that sound, it reminds me of money.
It's going to cost $250 million. He had a fundraising dinner. Who do you think was at the fundraising dinner?
Oh, Farage.
You think he's donating?
No, but he's always sniffing round there.
Is he really?
Sort of like the head of Amazon, Elon Musk, people like that.
Absolutely right. Representatives from Amazon, Meta and Palantir were there. Mordor, Beelzebub and Voldemort sent their apologies. Now, who's not happy with the reconstruction?
Melania?
Oh, yeah, why wouldn't Melania
Oh,
be
yeah, because
happy?
it's just where the First Lady's quarters are, isn't it? It's in the East Wing, so she's got to go and live in a rose bush.
What else has Trump been changing at the White House?
His underwear?
What underwear do you think he has?
Padded and absorbent.
He's paved over a
The
garden.
rose garden, yeah.
The rose garden gone, then?
Yes, they've concreted over. I wouldn't mind if he'd been under it. But,
Also, he's redecorated the Oval Office. This is the Oval Office before Trump took power, and here it is after.
Wow.
Yeah, Keir Starmer's changed.
so's Joe Biden.
And we can assure you we didn't use
And it's all genuine gold, is it?
It's not Farrow and Ball, I'll tell you.
Critic Kate Wagner described it as a regional car dealership rococo. I think I used to hear them on John Peel back in the day. So what's Trump finally realised?
This is the whole Ukraine talks where Donald Trump and Putin have obviously been, kind of flip-flopping, I think that is fair to say. It seemed like they were best buddies and they're kind of falling out, and I think they're back in the falling out stage, so they've called off the peace talks. They say that there's no point meeting anymore because Putin isn't doing what Donald Trump wants to do, basically.
The theory is that Trump listens to the last person who spoke to him.
Wow.
So you've just got to get someone into the White House, disguised, to say, resign.
Closer to home, what big football row has been rumbling on here?
I'm glazing over.
This is the decision to ban Israeli football team Maccabi Tel Aviv from bringing fans to their upcoming game against the mighty Aston Villa over fears of a hostile, violent environment.
Did you say the mighty Aston Villa?
Yes.
So I presume you're a fan, are you?
I am a fan, yes.
And there's the other one over there.
Keir Starmer has criticised the ban as unfriendly towards Israel. Why is he wrong about that, then?
Because other people who ban this team include Israel. So...
Has he banned the team or the fans?
The fans.
So
He's banned the fans.
Fans have been asked not to...
Oh, you just said the team.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, but how stupid and inaccurate of me.
Ian doesn't know anything about football. In fact, he's going to become the next manager of Nottingham Forest.
I don't even know why that's funny.
So, yes, they've been rioting in Israel. By the way, I don't think they're actually banned in Israel itself, but they've been sanctioned. They have been sanctioned. Their game was cancelled.
Yeah.
The team are coming, but they've got to play in a stadium with none of their fans there.
That's it.
That's right.
Well, that's not right, is it? You need your fans to chivvy you along, don't you? And say,
Chivvy?
Come on. Come on, lads.
Sticking with your favourite subject, football, there were more shocking football scenes this weekend when Manchester United beat Liverpool at Anfield for the first time in 9 years.
Yes.
Let's see a Man United fan reacting to the winning goal. Keep an eye on the bloke on the right.
I paid good money to have that experience.
So this is Donald Trump's construction of a new ballroom at the White House. According to the BBC, estimates for how many people the new ballroom will hold range from 600 to 900. Well, if they're American, 600. The building work is taking place in the East Wing, which has long been the traditional base of operations for the First Lady, which has got Melania quite worried in case they discover that tunnel she's been digging. Here is the East Wing, obviously using that well-known construction company, the IDF.
Is that a football team?
And so to round two, the picture spin quiz. Fingers on buzzers, teams.
Oh.
As somebody said, I bet he's sweating now. Prince Andrew, next question.
Yeah, this is the disgrace and fall from favour of Prince Andrew, or as the Sun put it this week, the band old Duke of York.
This is the whole thing about Prince Andrew having to give up his royal titles. And then there's this big row about the house as well, right? The kind of royal lodge with the 30 bedrooms that he's been living in and paying a peppercorn rent, so...
I mean, I think they'll strip away the lot. Soon he won't even be allowed to use the word Andrew.
What do you think we'll call him?
We'll call him 76428. He'll finally be at His Majesty's pleasure.
Yeah.
Hello, are you my Uber driver?
Master Chef with Prince Andrew. Pizzas.
He might go into exile, though, mightn't he? Isn't there a palace waiting for him in Dubai?
Really?
That's what I'd do if I was him. It's hot out there, but he'll acclimatise.
Yeah.
Now, what did he ask somebody to do?
Yes, it was one of his security people to find out the Virginia Giuffre's social security number.
Yeah.
Dig up dirt, was it?
Dig up dirt, yes.
Yes, exactly. It would seem she has a criminal record in the States. I've given her DOB and security number for investigation to redacted protection officer.
And how did he know that?
Andrew continues to vigorously deny all wrongdoing, and our lawyers would like to emphasise that his former Royal Highness has given £12 million of his mum's money to someone he's never met before and renounced all his titles for something he didn't do with the same person he's never met before at the house of someone he was only friends with, to be polite. I hope that clears things up. Talking about offences and the royals, who was the first senior royal to be convicted of an offence? Do we know?
Was the Queen Mother done for GBH?
Can you tell us more about that incident? Who was it? Who was she attacking?
She was walking around Tower Hamlets one night. She'd had a few.
Yeah.
She burst into a kebab shop and said, "All right, who wants some?" Right. Only 4'11", but wallop, one after the other.
Princess Anne?
I mean, it was Princess Anne. The Princess Royal was prosecuted under the Dangerous Dogs Act when, according to The Guardian, Dottie bit 2 children. Although the rest of the family just call her Anne. This is the jobless, titleless, shameless Prince Andrew, who now, according to The Sun, spends much of his time in the Royal Lodge watching a giant TV. Good evening, Andrew. Time now for the odd one out round. Just one between you this week. Your 4R, a pub in the Costa del Sol, the government's website, Ed Miliband and a penguin.
I only know the penguin one.
Go on.
They're not allowed to call themselves chocolate anymore.
Oh, yes, that's it.
Because there's not enough chocolate in it. So
That's right.
they can no longer say, this is a chocolate bar. They
It's a bit like Prince Andrew, isn't it?
It is.
Ed Miliband,
Yeah.
is this about how he promised that he could cut energy bills by £300 and he now can't do that anymore? So he's not allowed to say that anymore?
It's good, but it's not what we're looking for.
But he's redefined something.
He's trying to
Rebrand
Net
drilling
zero.
for oil as helping the birds get black.
And the pub in Spain is their Weatherspains. I bet that's had to change its name.
Yes, they can't
Like
call it anymore.
Good,
Yes.
good
Yeah.
name.
You're onto something there. With Miliband, he wants to rebrand a particular type of well-known profession.
Oh, plumbers.
Yes.
Going to become water engineers.
No, I think they're going to become clean energy specialists.
Absolutely, that's what it is. They've all had a rebrand, apart from Ed Miliband, who's trying to rebrand plumbers. According to The Telegraph, Miliband wants to rebrand them as clean energy workers.
Even when they're unblocking your...
It's part of the government's drive to create 400,000 jobs in the clean energy sector by 2030. Who thinks they can do a better job than Ed Miliband?
His brother?
Someone else, a famous TV sort of star.
Oh,
Joe Pasquale.
it's Jeremy Clarkson.
It is Jeremy Clarkson.
He said he's going to stand in Miliband's constituency.
That's right. According to The Telegraph, one pollster said Clarkson entering politics could be Britain's Donald Trump moment. That's something to look forward to, isn't it?
I came here to be cheered up.
Yeah.
Me too, but by you.
There's an offer.
What's wrong with the name of this pub in the Costa del Sol, then, Paul? You mentioned.
Well, it's Weatherspains, and obviously there's a very lucrative pub chain called Weatherspoons, and I imagine they're sort of not very happy about the close proximity of the two names.
Absolutely. What are the big differences between Weatherspoons and Weatherspains, do you think?
Well, as the name suggests, one of them's in Spain.
Yes, well, one Weatherspains punter described the name saying, it's weather, not weather, and it's in Spain. While another told The Sun, the terrace of our Weatherspoons back home overlooks an Asda car park. So the sea view from here is a lot nicer. The Gov.UK website has had a radical overhaul. Here's the old logo.
Yeah, OK,
All right.
good.
Yeah,
That,
good.
yeah.
And here is the new one.
Can we see that again?
Old one, new one.
It's like one of those tests you get at the optician.
Instead of using the punctuation correctly, they've raised it so that it's functionally illiterate. I suppose that's on brand.
You mentioned this earlier. Penguins can no longer be legally described as chocolate due to a reduction of cocoa in their recipes. Their status has now been downgraded to chocolate flavour. Now, Penguin isn't the only biscuit to have suffered this fate.
Club.
We're coming on to that.
Club biscuit.
We're coming on to that. Oh, yeah, OK.
Yeah.
Who fancies a quick game of chocolate or choconot?
Club biscuit.
It is choconot. Now, do you remember this Club Biscuit's classic slogan?
See, it's clever advertising because it's not saying there is a lot of chocolate on a club biscuit. It's simply if you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, then join our club. But you may not find a lot of chocolate on this club, even though that's your preferred biscuit of choice. I think I'm going mad.
What have they now changed the slogan to?
If you don't want any chocolate on your biscuit, eat one of these.
Club have had to change their slogan to If you like a lot of biscuit in your break, join our club.
Oh, it's not the same.
So they've all had a rebrand apart from Ed Miliband, who's trying to rebrand plumbers. Energy Secretary Ed Miliband has announced that 10,000 new green plumbers will arrive in 5 years, although he can't say whether they're coming in the morning or afternoon because they've got another job on in Croydon. Time now for the Missing Words round, which this week features its guest publication, Tomato News. Now incorporating, actually, it's a fruit weekly. And we start with the International Mediterranean Association of Processed Tomatoes has made the decision to what?
Rename itself.
Yeah. Change its name to Off Tom.
The answer is the International Mediterranean Association of Processed Tomatoes has made the decision to admit the Association of Traditional Bulgarian Preserved Foods as its newest member.
Close.
Yeah, we'd have got there in the end.
Next, scientists inspired by sea creatures say one day you'll be able to what?
Grow extra limbs. Grow an extra leg. Win a three-legged race on your own. Grow tomatoes underwater. Breathe underwater.
Breathe. Breathing is good. Breathe. Something about
gills.
what else? Where else could you breathe?
Out your arse.
Yes! What? Yes!
Well, no!
This is absolutely true. Finally, German priests surprised to discover what while watching TV documentary?
Discover his house has been condemned.
Worse than that.
His tomatoes have been condemned.
No. German priest surprised to discover he's Himmler's grandson while watching TV documentary. Priest Henrik Linkert said, if one could resurrect people, I'd grab Grandpa and give him a good thrashing.
Oh, that's priests for you, isn't it?
My advice. So the final scores are Ian and Sophie have 6, and Paul and Julian have 6. On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Sophie Ridge, Paul Merton and Julian Clary, and I leave you with news that the manager of the Waitrose in Slough questions a suspected shoplifter about some vegetables she failed to put through the self-scanner. In the Cabinet Office, just as Rachel Reeves is announcing her tax plans, Wes Streeting starts taking the tin foil off his sandwiches. And in Shropshire, a jolly pumpkin is photographed with some of the other local produce. Good night.
Welcome to Have I Got News for You? I'm Jason Manford. In the news this week, in a bid to speed up their house building programme, government scientists design a special sand and cement mix complete with its own tool. On a rare visit to Clacton, Nigel Farage holds a press conference to rub his predictions of rising sea levels. And amid budget cuts at the BBC, Michael Portillo's producer is spotted on a recce for the new series of Great British Railway Journeys.
Here he comes.
On Ian's team tonight is a comedian, former English teacher and actor who claims to know A Christmas Carol off by heart, which is not that impressive. I know loads of them. Please welcome Laura Smith. On Paul's team tonight is a Labour MP who was Transport Minister for just 5 months before having to resign. A rare example of a Transport Minister being involved in any sort of speedy departure. Please welcome Louise Haigh. That's it. Good night now. Same joke. See which one you want to use.
What I'm going to say.
Hold on. We've got some guys. Hold on.
Breaking news, by the look of it.
Yeah.
What was that?
We didn't say. This is the news that Andrew is no longer a prince. Right. crikey. Just happened.
The bad news is he's become king.
Yeah. What else is he losing?
Is it the house?
Yeah.
And he's losing the love of the public.
Yeah, he's losing his lease on Royal Lodge. Yeah, there he is, yeah. So,
yeah, there's someone moving in.
There he is. I've heard Rachel Reeves has got a place to rent, though.
Where's he going? Siberia's nice this time of year.
He's actually moving to the Sandringham estate in Norfolk.
Oh.
What have the people of Sandringham done?
I don't know. That is where they keep the turkeys, though, isn't it? All right, King Charles seems to have had enough, finally.
Yeah, this policy of letting Andrew announce.
A what?
The policy
of
letting...
announce, sorry.
I kept putting a U in it. Announce what's going to happen to himself hasn't gone so well. It's like salami slicing. People wanted...
That's what they should do to him.
Crikey, that was exciting, wasn't it? Bit of breaking news.
Does it say what's happening to Fergie?
Unless it doesn't say on that card, then no, it doesn't. But I'm sure someone will tell us later. Just Google it when we finish.
Not as much fun, really.
Oh, someone just told me in my ear that she's going to have to make her own arrangements.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah.
Budgie the helicopter's going to fly in and take her away.
I can see the Prince Andrew... sorry. The Andrew Mountbatten jokes going in.
Newly minted.
Newly minted jokes, yeah. This is the news that Andrew has lost all his titles. It's humiliating. I've got tins of tuna chunks in the cupboard that can still legally call themselves princes. All right. According to the statement from Buckingham Palace, Prince Andrew has been forced to give up all his styles, titles and honours. However, he does get to keep his Pizza Express loyalty card. Right, on to the other news this week. Paul and Louise, have a look at this.
Right. Keystone Cops, notoriously inefficient policemen.
We've got Shabana, Mahmood and David Lammy. They've had a stressful week. Farage looking smug. Keir Starmer looking at an alternative reality where we're riding high in the polls.
So no bitterness then.
Glad to see you've let it go.
Fine, yeah.
What do you reckon then?
Well, it's all going swimmingly. I think we can move on to the next question.
Do you reckon? Yeah, this is the continued bumbling and bungling of Keir Starmer's government. And let's go through the fiasco at Chelmsford Prison as well, shall we?
They managed to let out a sex offender. He'd only just been put in jail.
And he did say, let me back in, and they said, no, off you go.
No. And you'd think, given that he was the cause of fairly major rioting in the country, you might keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on him.
I don't know. Just have a look. This is just an appalling mistake. And it's the same week as a bloke who was deported back to France decided he'd come back again.
Yeah.
So on the whole, the prison service and the Home Office hasn't been great.
Essentially, he was released, and after a few hours in Chelmsford on a Friday night, he was trying to get back in.
I mean, they gave him 500 quid in order for him not to appeal again for asylum. Right. We have to bribe people, sex offenders, to leave the country. Anyway, he'll be back. He'll be in Dover next week.
What did he acquire when he got to London, which may have led to his identification?
Was it in a £500 coat?
That was his avocado tote bag.
His avocado tote bag.
Who says integration is failing? East London.
That might be the most London thing I've ever heard in my life. Although, if you can get yourself a grey tracksuit and an avocado tote bag in the next 5 minutes, you've got the most up-to-date Halloween costume you've ever seen. What did Justice Secretary David Lammy say caused the problem?
Him?
Human error, which is also the reason David Lammy is Justice Secretary. The IT system is also failing. According to the Eye, prison officials are using a pencil and paper to work out sentences and release dates.
I just think that's more efficient than IT.
Why not? It is, to be honest, yeah. No one can hack it, can they?
Don't let this one out. He's a sex offender.
Who pointed out that this isn't the first time that Chelmsford Prison have released someone by mistake?
Was it Suella Braverman?
It was Suella Braverman. She tweeted, like quite street language actually, "This is joke, surely." Then somebody pointed out, Suella Braverman has deleted this, possibly because she was Home Secretary when it happened. 3 companies have made a lot of money from housing asylum seekers in hotels, £4.6 billion, to be precise. What decisive action has Keir Starmer taken to cut costs?
Opening up military establishments. There's one in Sussex, I think.
Yeah, barracks, yeah.
No, it's true.
You got me.
They've already identified one handily placed camp, Cameron Barracks, just outside London. Staying with immigration concerns, what upset residents in Lydney in the Forest of Dean recently? Houses with a cross of St George or Union flags outside have been sent false letters from the council telling them that they've been chosen to accommodate asylum seekers in their homes. The letter read, "As staunch patriots, we know you would be proud to help your country in times of difficulty." The letter refers to the asylum seekers coming from a Muslim tribe called Faraj. Rachel Reeves, what do you think is going to happen to her?
Well, she made a mistake. She's been exonerated, and the Prime Minister was absolutely right to accept her apology. And
what do you think people who make mistakes should be exonerated, or...?
Well, the Prime Minister was equally magnanimous with me, which is why I'm really delighted I'm still serving as Transport Secretary.
It wasn't a mistake, really. It was a conviction for fraud.
It was, and it was, really, obviously humiliating, embarrassing. I, held my...
Is the word wrong going to come up?
It was wrong. No, I made a mistake. I, held my hands up. I got my conditional discharge.
Did Keir know, though?
He did. I told him about it when I was...
So when he said further information has come to light and then fired you, he was lying, was he?
Well, he never told me what the further information was.
She did actually get mugged, didn't you?
Yeah, so...
She didn't actually do the mugging.
No.
Which is worse.
She did the fraud, though.
So you were Transport Minister?
I was the Transport Secretary.
Can I ask you something? On Tuesday, right? No, I didn't touch my oyster between the Overground and the Victoria line at Black Horse Road.
You didn't touch your oyster?
Touch the oyster. I didn't touch my Oyster card.
Oyster card? Oh, yes, no, it's card.
Do you think I'll be all right?
I think Ian's got a quick joke for transport fraud for you.
No, I'll let you do them.
There we go. All right. Well, let's get back to Rachel Reeves. Do you know what she's actually accused of?
She didn't get a licence to rent her house out while she's moved into number 11 Downing Street, but the estate agent has come forward today.
What?
And
an estate agent lied?
Estate agent has come forward.
No, he said it was his fault.
So an estate agent's told the truth? That's the biggest news story here.
Yeah. She is Chancellor of the Exchequer. You'd think there'd be someone in the Labour Party who would check up on the housing details of its major players. I mean, there's Angela Rayner, there's this... Does no one look at it? I'm not bloody lawyers in the government.
The really huge news last week was the election of the deputy leader of the Labour Party. Crikey, that huge news is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Lucy Powell is technically second in command, but she's not in the cabinet because Keir sacked her.
But it's funny, because I thought we banned fire and rehire.
Lucy Powell's a friend of yours.
She is a good friend of mine, yeah. She's great.
And she's Andy Burnham's mate.
Got lots of friends. We're a big Labour family.
No, of course.
I mean, when you say you support the Labour government, do you support Keir?
Yeah, of course. He's the Prime Minister.
You're good at this fraud stuff, aren't you?
Lucy Powell also said that Labour has allowed Nigel Farage to run away with the political megaphone. Is that why the by-election results in Carefully went so badly wrong?
I've actually have the official line that was being briefed from the party afterwards, which was the good news was that reform can be beaten. The bad news is just not by us. Got swings and roundabouts.
The only consolation for Labour is the Conservatives did much worse, and then the party's Gagmeister-in-Chief, Chris Philp, couldn't remember the name of the leader of the Conservatives in Wales. Would you like to see this video?
Who's the leader of Wales?
Previously, Cambie Badenoch was never Prime Minister.
You don't know,
I
you
was
can
never
say.
Home Secretary. We now have a new programme to take to the country, and I'm optimistic and positive about the future.
If you don't know, you can say, who is the leader of the Welsh Tories?
Look, I've been explaining our positive
You've done very well. Just
asked
you 4 times.
37 new policies we have.
I know, I'm
37
counting.
new policies we set out.
I'll just ask a 5th time, who is the leader of the Welsh Conservatives?
Look, I've explained that we've got a positive new programme.
If you don't know, you can say, it's totally fine.
In the months and years ahead.
Just the 6th one.
We've got a relatively new leader, and I'm afraid the name escapes me.
He should have just come straight in, I don't know, and neither does anybody else. That's what
Or just had a guess. Jones?
Yeah.
Anything Jones?
Who is it?
I've no idea. Who has been a bit coy about possibly defecting to reform?
Keir Starmer?
No.
He's been quite coy. Liz Truss.
There you go, yeah. Liz Truss, yeah.
Can you imagine how keen Reform are to have her?
Asked if she would be joining Reform, she didn't rule out offering my services to Nigel Farage. Now, who would like a bit of Christmas cheer?
Yes!
Yeah! Who's starring in Panto in Islington this Christmas?
Jeremy Corbyn.
It's Jeremy Corbyn.
Oh, no, he isn't.
Oh, yes, he is.
And where's his career?
Here he is.
One of those red lights is unfortunately placed.
He's bringing the magic from his other triumphant roles, Widow Trotsky, Mother Gulag and Bolshevik Whittington. But what, according to the press release, will Jeremy bring?
A certain uneasiness.
The press release says Jeremy Corbyn will bring a touch of local sparkle.
It's like a raunchy panto, isn't it? It's like an X-rated panto.
Is it?
Oh, raunchy Jeremy Corbyn.
Oh. I should have saved me dry heave for this bit.
I'll do it.
This is yet more trouble for Keir Starmer. The bungling at the Home Office continues. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood told the BBC, I've pulled every lever to deport Mr Kabatu. Unfortunately, the first lever to be pulled was the one that opened the prison gates. It's pretty unusual for a sex offender to be allowed to walk free, said a spokesperson for the royal family. Ian and Laura, here's yours.
That's the Argentinian president, and that's him with a chainsaw.
Oh, he's a vibe.
He's just won some midterm elections, and everyone thought his policies of austerity and cutting services wouldn't work. But luckily, President Trump bailed him out for $40 billion. So they worked.
Yes, who knew?
And also, Milei's career is even weirder than Trump's. I mean, he was a tantric sex consultant for a while.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, you know, it's
that dry heave's coming back again, I can't.
How does he use the chainsaw for all that, then?
Set on low vibrate, I imagine. So the chainsaw is about cutting things.
It's a symbol of austerity. I mean, Keir Starmer is going to try it.
Yeah.
But he probably won't be able to start it.
On the subject of unlikely political comebacks, who's reappeared on the scene in America?
Kamala Harris.
Yeah. This week announced that she might run for president again. Why should she probably not?
Didn't work out too well last time.
Yes. A survey of American voters shows that Kamala Harris is polling worse than The Rock.
Is The Rock polling particularly poorly?
Well, considering he's not even thinking about running, I think The Rock would be good. I like The Rock.
Who's he?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Jumanji 2.
Why not?
Can I just point out you're wasting your time?
Excuse me, is there someone called The Paper and The Scissors?
What has Trump said about the next presidential election in 2028?
He may consider running for it.
Yeah, he's refusing to rule out running.
I mean, he's building the big ballroom. I don't know. That feels like he's making renovations for himself. No one else wants it.
And he's putting up an Arc de Triomphe in Washington to celebrate himself. Someone said, what's this arch for? And he said, it's for me. I mean, he doesn't even bother to pretend he's not taking the piss.
No, but like all arches, there's a hole in the middle. It's an arch hole.
Very good. Where has Donald Trump been hanging about?
Japan! That took me by surprise.
Yeah, in the Far East. Trump had to use all his willpower not to take offence to a joke from Malaysian PM Anwar Ibrahim.
And we share a lot of things in common. I was in prison, but he almost got there.
Good for him.
What's been coming out of the White House this week that surprised everyone? I'll give you a clue. It's an unusual answer to a question.
Yeah, it was a journalist asked who organised the meeting, or supposedly, between Putin and Trump. And she said, your mum. And that's the White House spokesman.
Yes.
That's what you should have said when they asked about the phone. Who done it? Your mum.
Closer to home, what has the Japanese ambassador to the UK been learning?
He's been touring around. He's rather brilliant. He's trying to learn all sorts of British things, isn't he?
That's right. The ambassador, Hiroshi Suzuki, went to Liverpool last week to learn how to be a Scouser. Here he is enjoying a bowl of Scouse.
Just one more. That's post-scram.
I love that. So good. That's right. This is Argentinian President Javier Milei, who has just won midterm elections. Keir Starmer faces some tricky local elections next year. Maybe he needs to be a bit more like this. We know Keir's got an in with a toolmaker. So at the end of that round, 2 points each.
Yes to that.
Are you vaping? So, to round 2, the cauldron of news. Right, fingers on buzzers, teams.
Yeah.
That is Boss Scran. Yes, Louise.
I know this one. Hyde Park have cancelled the dog Halloween costume competition because it's too popular.
That's exactly the right answer. How did fans of the Halloween event react?
In horror.
Yeah.
Outrage.
Yeah, the spokesperson for the event called the Royal Parks killjoys. Here's the spokesperson.
Who is that?
Chucky.
Yeah, it's a film.
Has it got The Rock in it?
I thought it was Ed Sheeran.
Despite the ban, more than 200 owners and their dogs still turned up, including one rather suspicious-looking sausage dog wearing an elaborate costume.
Member of the Reform Party.
In related news, how did Gloucestershire Council decide to celebrate Halloween this year?
Do they sort of project images, strange, ghostly images on council buildings?
No. Council's Heritage Hub posted on their social media, "Are you carving a pumpkin this Halloween?" accompanied by this picture from the archives of the Gloucestershire Citizen newspaper.
Horrible.
I used to go out with her sister.
This is the news that the Royal Parks have cancelled an annual Halloween walk for sausage dogs. The event has been cancelled over fears of overcrowding. Well, if you're going to advertise on Facebook for a dogging event in a Royal Park, it's going to be popular. Time now for the odd one out round. Just one between you this week. They are Terry Boot, Hubert Legal, Sam Sung, and Zoe Hamburger.
OK, the top right, did you say Hubert Legal?
Hubert Legal.
Right, I think those could be law books behind him, so I think their jobs are reflected in their name. So Terry Boot is a shoemaker. The hamburger woman, probably CEO of a burger company. Him, Sam Sung, is the company he works for, and that makes him the odd one out, whereas everybody else has got a surname that details the job that they do.
I'm going to give you that. That was very close. Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
They've all got an occupationally appropriate name, except for Samsung, who's got an occupationally inappropriate name.
Oh, right.
Where might the name Samsung be considered inappropriate?
iPhone.
Yeah, he works for Apple. He's now moved to a luggage firm under the name Samsonite. Until last month, Zoe Hamburger was Chief Restaurant Officer at McDonald's UK.
Restaurant?
To be inverted commas.
Yeah.
Zoe Hamburger has worked at McDonald's her entire career.
Yes.
But she's now left her role. She didn't like the sesame seeds on it.
Nah.
Let's talk about Hubert Legal.
Yeah,
What was his
Hubert
job?
Legal, yeah, what about him? He's a lawyer or a solicitor?
He spent 8 years as Director General of the EU's legal service.
Yes.
On his appointment, The Guardian ran the headline, "Legal, the EU's new legal eagle." I bet they were so chuffed with that. Oh, very funny, Giles. Terry Boot is the finance director of the shop Shoe Zone.
Cobblers.
Who did Terry Boot replace in the role?
Was it George Plimsoll? William Trainers?
Peter Foot.
Peter Foot?
Mad, isn't it? These aren't the only examples of nominative determinism out there. Shall we play a quick game?
Yes, please.
Why not?
Quick game.
I'm going to show you a picture of a person and tell you their profession. I want you to tell me what their name is.
Fantastic.
Here's your first one.
Right.
What's the name of this man? He's the president of the Royal Horticultural Society.
Bob Bush.
No.
William Privet.
Phil Weed.
I'm going to give you that.
What was it?
It's actually Keith Weed.
Keith Weed.
Keith Weed. Well done.
Brilliant.
When he was younger, he ran a drug business.
Yeah, it does sound like someone who's in your phone. OK, next one. What was the name of this former Archbishop of Manila?
He was Cardinal Sin.
It was Cardinal Sin, yeah.
Finally, we get round to my special subject. International prelates.
Yes.
Is it true that there was a Cardinal Socola who was in the running to be Pope one year, and in the end they decided that they couldn't make him Pope because he'd be Pope Socola? I don't know if it's an urban myth or it's a real story, but...
No, there was one called On a Rope, and they didn't make him Pope.
Finally, who's this? Soviet gold medal winning hurdler.
Katya Lipsky.
It's Marina Stepanova. So good. Too good. Time now for the missing words round. And we start with, feeling stressed, scientists advise you to what?
Is it forget about it?
What do you think, Louise? You got the most stressful job out of all of us.
Yeah, well, not come on, have I got news for you with Ian Hislop?
The answer is, feeling stressed, scientists advise you to stare at a painting. According to scientists, that looking at displays in art galleries is very relaxing, as long as you can shut out the sound of a load of men with angle grinders escaping on a cherry picker. Next, pensioner who says, I couldn't believe it.
Pensioner who tried, I can't believe it's not butter, says I couldn't believe it. He's now going to try to follow up, fuck me, it's jam.
Do you know what? I'm going to give you a point for that. Yeah, I am. Pensioner who found mould in fresh pack of butter says I couldn't believe it.
Oh, right.
The butter containing black mould was discovered by pensioner Margaret Brain. I'm not 100% sure, but I think she might be a member of the local Amdram Society. Finally, Kent residents furious at playground which what?
Backs onto a cliff.
Kent residents furious at playground, which consists of single log. Have a look at it. The property management company has received dozens of complaints from angry residents and 2 nominations for the Turner Prize. So the final scores are Ian and Laura have 3, Paul and Louise have 7. But before we go, there's just time for the caption competition.
Public school boys queue up for their daily dose of anti-wanker medicine.
You think that's funny? That's my school photo.
On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Laura Smith, Paul Merton and Louise Haigh MP. And I leave you with the news that at a trade conference in Worcester, the photographer arrives just seconds after Keir Starmer left. The Pope regrets trying to hastily mend a broken vase with superglue just minutes before meeting the Vatican crowds. And in Washington, after a state banquet, there's quite a discussion about who's going to have to share the car with J.D. Vance. Good night.
I hope that tonight won't be a particularly long recording because I've got to get back to Wandsworth before lights out.
Good evening. Welcome to Have I Got News for You? I'm Catherine Ryan. In the news this week, as the party leaders rush to respond to Rachel Reeves' pre-budget speech, Ed Davey provides a typically nuanced response. Following a raft of complaints, Deliveroo launches a new service to ensure its food stays hot. And one audiobook artist puts the finishing touches on his reading of bedtime stories for insomniacs. On Ian's team tonight is a political journalist who left the BBC after complaining of a right-wing witch hunt against him. Well, we're honored to welcome back weaselly left-wing snowflake Lewis Goodall. On Paul's team tonight is a comedian who recently appeared on the panel show Have I Got Sport for You, which is basically like Have I Got News for You, but about sport, and running for just 625 fewer episodes. Please welcome Maisie Adams. We begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Ian and Lewis, here's yours.
That's 3 more they've let out. Yes, it's a problem, isn't it, keeping them in?
Oh, and there we go.
There we
Off
go.
they go. Bye-bye.
That's Wandsworth.
The government is fulfilling its promise and pledge to keep prison numbers as low as possible, which they're doing by releasing people entirely at random.
There are a number of complaints, because last week I said that human error was one thing, but if you're in the prison service, you're meant to look after people, and various viewers said, this is pathetic, it's a one-off, it won't happen again. Hello. Lammy is Justice Minister.
And the Deputy Prime Minister, same person. The Deputy Prime Minister blamed the Justice Minister. But the Justice Minister, I'm not having that, and he blamed the Deputy Prime Minister.
And only one has decided to go back in, presumably because the Wi-Fi is actually better in prison than it is outside.
Apparently, he went home to see his partner. I'm not saying it was a conjugal visit, but look at this.
Shortly after heading into Wandsworth this morning, Billy Smith came back out for a quick final cigarette.
No doubt GB News will be as quick to pounce on this as they were with the last mistaken release. Here's Lee Anderson and Chums discussing it on GB News last week.
But he's been deported, been sent back to whence he came, Chloe, and we've actually bunged him 500 quid for the pleasure. Is that acceptable?
Absolutely not. What an... It's like the world's worst stag do.
I feel sorry for that poor bloke there who seems to be contemplating his last hours on Earth.
What other release did Labour fumble this week?
Oh, is this Rachel Reeves talking about the pre-budget speech?
The pre-budge, yeah.
The pre-budge?
Is that what it's known
Kids
as?
are calling it the pre-budge.
Pre-budge.
I like it.
Is it like the pre-lash?
Yeah.
But in the old days, nobody said anything. There was purdah before the budget, so you didn't have to worry about it. And on budget day, it was a surprise.
So there never used to be a pre-budge?
There was no pre-budge.
No pre-budge.
You just went straight in with the budge?
Yeah. And then you had the after-budge, which was a riot.
But what happens at the after-budge stays at the after-budge.
Well, no offence, Ian and Lewis, but I think we should hear from the country's top political commentator on Rachel Reeves' speech. So let's have a look at that.
What's the point of that?
What's the point of that?
What's the point of that? Really, what was the point of that? Like you said, it was long, and she, in the end, won't answer any questions about what she's going to tell us at the end of November anyway. It's just, that was bonkers, wasn't it?
It was crazy. Well, hang on. Lorraine Kelly has a whole show where she just chats about, in the politest way possible, nothing really. She's going, what was the point of that?
Now throwing to a cat fashion show. Well, we didn't get any actual policies revealed, so what was the point of all that?
Well, she wanted to make very clear that all of the bad things that she's going to do are all as a result of things that have happened very recently.
Yes.
Like the Ukraine war, Brexit.
Yes.
I think the Korean War got in there a little bit.
It's not her fault, as you said, and she was there to reassure the public, and this was her reassurance face. And The Sun provided a helpful list of things Rachel Reeves has blamed the economic situation on. Let's please have a rundown of the charts. So there's no change at 1 and 2 with Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng. New, in at 3, it's Rishi Sunak's black hole. Making up the top 6, it's Donald Trump, supply chains, and the global markets. And there's a surprise new entry at 7 for Vladimir Putin. No change at 8 for Keir Starmer. New in at 9, it's Big Bad Pad McFadden. Next, we have unreliable trains, slow broadband, George Osborne, David Cameron, COVID. And finally, staying at the top 15 for a record 78 weeks is Brexit.
Yes! I don't want to usurp your role, but I mean, it's all true. It's just that after a while, when you're in government, you have to accept some responsibility.
What disaster is Rachel Reeves in danger of being compared to?
Ooh.
It's Liz Truss, isn't it? I mean, it's either that or the Titanic. There are only 2 major disasters in history that you get compared to.
I would love to see a Liz Truss film with a soundtrack by Celine Dion.
Well, with her and Kwasi Kwarteng on the bow.
Head for that iceberg.
Iceberg lettuce. I know, it's that kind of show. On the subject of great ideas, what's Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson got?
She's got some ideas for changing the curriculum, including an idea about teaching children how to identify fake news and not be influenced, and that strikes me as quite a good idea.
How are they going to do it? Are they going to show 2 different videos and you've got to spot the...
Yeah. There'll be a picture of Donald Trump in an aeroplane dumping manure on protesters.
Yeah.
And you'll be asked, is that real?
Yes.
And the answer is yes.
That's right. Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson's got ideas to shake up education. Here she is talking about it on Radio 4. Listen for the unusual branch of science that she mentions.
The big change that we're bringing is, yes, a focus on the core academic standards that are incredibly important, reading, writing, maths, and more on science.
I did that for O-level. That's quite an unusual exam because if you fail, that's a pass.
Ian, this is something you know all about. What is the good financial news this week?
Alan Bates Sir Alan Bates has been given his compensation. Finally, and he's agreed it. And with any luck, this will set the pattern for all the other people to be compensated. So it's a win. And I hope there's a sequel to the drama.
Yeah.
Which is set in the pub afterwards.
What's Cami Badenoch celebrating?
1 year. 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
She's celebrating that from now on, rebel backbenchers can put in letters of no confidence.
Yeah. She's done a year, but as Sky News pointed out, a grace period stopping MPs from submitting letters of no competence in terms.
That's brilliant. Freudian slip, Catherine.
What has Nigel Farage abandoned this week?
Promises to cut tax.
Yes. Is
it? Oh, don't be surprised. It was in the news.
I've been watching Traders.
What is that? I wish the BBC would advertise it. I've no idea. No idea it was on.
Is it Sir Anthony Blunt? You've been preoccupied with doing something rather more positive recently.
Yeah.
She's just had a baby.
I did. I just have them in the... No, it's fine.
But how long ago?
2.5 weeks. I know, it's irresponsible. I'm a bad mom now. You're proud of me. Now you're upset. But she is here in the corridor. I know.
This is new responsible Nigel.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to prove that he's ready to be in government, he's just U-turned on everything he's ever promised, which means he's now fit to govern.
Well, if I was Farage, I'd have responded to Rachel Reeves' speech by getting Andrea Jenkins to come out singing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an insomniac. I'm an insomniac. Staring at the ceiling. Waiting for my to switch on. Yes, I'm an insomniac. I'm an insomniac. And all I can hear is the sound of that clock. The sound of that clock. I'm an insomniac.
Please tell me that's AI. Is that AI? Can that be in the text?
No, it's not AI because there's no intelligence there.
Yes, this is the news of more failures in the government. Meanwhile, Kemi Badenoch marked her first year as Tory party leader this week by saying she had spent the last 12 months giving the country a serious alternative to Labour. Yes, reform. Also this week, a French taxi driver was acquitted of stealing David Lammy's luggage. The row began after David Lammy didn't inform the driver he was an important political figure, mainly because he isn't. Paul and Maisie, here's yours.
Lots of litter, man picking up litter, or dropping litter, we can't figure it out from that bit. There's people picking up litter. They are definitely picking up litter. They're good people picking up litter. They're too big. They can't be living underground, a size like that. Look at them.
I found a fiver. I found a prisoner.
Yeah.
There's been litter picking championships, right, Catherine? There's like and Britain has been a big time player in the litter picking championship.
We got a lot of trash
for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And I think we've dropped the ball. I think this year.
We've been ousted, have we?
We've been ousted, yeah.
You're right, Maisie. This is the heartbreaking news that Great Britain has lost its title of world litter picking champions.
I didn't know we were. We kept very quiet about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't they have gone around handing leaflets to people, telling them that?
Yeah, imagine if we got behind the litter picking championships the same way we did behind, say, football. Imagine if Box Park in Croydon and Wembley is full of people chucking beer at each other the moment somebody finally picks up a plastic cup.
Yeah. It's whoever picks up the most wins. So at the World Cup in 2023, Great Britain's winning team collected a lot of scrap metal.
It sounds riveting as a spectator.
Oh, yeah. The World Litter Picking Championship has only been running for a couple of years, but they have already received an offer to host next year's event from a desperate Birmingham council. Who could be doing the tidying up for us very soon?
Robots.
Yes.
There's a new $20,000 robot that you can buy in America next year, and it's meant to do household chores, but it's not very good at them.
Yes, this is the first commercially available domestic AI robot.
Yeah.
Why would you bother with the eyes if not to bother with a mouth? And he is too familiar with it.
Well, you see, it can't give evidence against him. Apart from eye movements.
Yeah, let's see it in action.
Yeah.
That took 5 minutes.
I think you did that quite well.
As the years go by, that's how I loaded this watcher.
Comedians like to think that robots can never replace them because they just don't have a sense of humor, but you have to admit, this is pretty funny.
So if you can cook me the meal, I'm gonna go on in here and play Fortnite, okay? Yeah. I just clean up after you.
Daddy, chill.
And it'd still be a better MasterChef host than Greg Wallace.
First robot housekeeper is now on the market. The robot housekeeper takes 2 minutes to fold a shirt, has 4 hours battery life, and cooking is currently beyond its capabilities. Yeah, same.
I mean, why is the robot dressed as a French maid?
Because men, Ian. It's always going to end up dressed like a French maid. While we're on the subject, do you know who has been praised for their sartorial elegance this week?
That man sneezing.
David Beckham.
David Beckham, very close.
David Weckham.
It's Ian Hislop. Oh, yes, in an email sent to the...
What?
In an email sent to the Have I Got News For You office, Carla Silsby writes, Ian Hislop definitely should receive an award for being best dressed man on TV.
Sorry.
He always looks smart in every episode I watch. I know it's nice to be casual, but a good suit, clean shirt, and nice tie really sets a man up and makes a difference.
P.S. My husband leaves for work at 8:30 in the morning.
I was going to say, my mother shouldn't write letters.
Well, who else has been complimented for their nice suit and tie this week?
Is it Beckham?
It's David Beckham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
it is
suit was
Beckham.
very fancy, wasn't it? Made by his wife.
Oh. David Beckham, knighted by the king, who complimented him on his suit. Beckham said that Charles had inspired quite a few of my looks over the years. I don't remember Charles doing this one.
That was Andrew, to be fair.
He was meant not to get it, wasn't he? Because he'd been pitching for it, and it was considered bad form to be desperate.
That's exactly right. In 2013, when he did not get a knighthood, he emailed his PR saying, "They're a bunch of cunts. I expected nothing less. Who decides on the honors? It's a disgrace, to be honest. And if I was American, I would have got something like this 10 years ago."
It would have been nice and maybe like poetic if Charles had got his own back just by, knighting him and then going, "Arise, you cunt." You know? Be nice.
I don't know that we are allowed to broadcast the C word, but you did reference Victoria Beckham earlier, and we'll allow that. I like her really. I didn't expect that reaction. I do have to clarify, David Beckham denies some of what is in these alleged emails. He says it's the work of Russian hackers.
Some of the email. So like when he says would have got, not would have got.
That's Russian. That's Russian.
It's got a sort of Russian rhythm.
Yeah.
Would have got.
Apart from AI humanoids, what else should we not be worrying about?
Meteorites hitting the Earth.
Yes!
Really?
Yes!
Oh, I just made that up.
There's an object that's streaking through the solar system at 130,000 miles an hour that most scientists say is a comet, but Harvard astrophysics professor Avi Loeb says it might be an alien spacecraft sent to probe our solar system.
Oh, blimey.
Oh,
gosh.
And it is called Atlas. Why does nearly every other astronomer think Atlas is a comet?
It looks like a comet. It moves like a comet.
It's number plate, comet.
Paul, you've got it again. Astronomer Dr. Mark Norris said, in terms of why we think it's a comet, it's because it looks and behaves like a comet.
Either I'm cleverer than I thought, or the world's getting more stupid.
How do you tell the difference between comets and asteroids?
You can get ointment for asteroids.
Well...
Oh, is this on?
What's the difference between a comet and asteroid?
Well, a comet's sort of on fire a little bit, isn't it? And that asteroid isn't. Asteroid is more round.
Is it their orbits?
Yeah, in a actually in a gravitational, attracted by and in therefore orbiting something, and an asteroid is potentially just hurtling through space. Isn't that what it is?
Join us for another episode of More on Science. And so, to round 2, the one-armed bandit of news. Fingers on buzzers team.
Oh, this is Zoran Mamdani. He's been elected mayor of New York City.
Youngest ever mayor.
And first ever Muslim mayor.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. What was Mamdani's key to success?
Young people come out and voted Democrat for the first time in quite a while, so he's exciting the electorate.
And his big thing is taxing the super rich, right?
And offering free buses. I think everyone thought he was going to fight the culture wars, and he didn't.
Wow.
He said this is about the cost of living, and amazingly, if you do that, lots of people vote for you.
You know, they were saying that, you know, Mamdani is so radical and he's got, you know, he's so charismatic, and that, you know, Starmer should try and do a little bit of the same. And it is kind of quite hard to imagine Starmer...
Just do that.
Well, he's sort of like a man who just believes in sort of incremental change, isn't he? It's like, what do we want? Incremental change. When do we want it? When circumstances allow. You know, it's like...
I thought that was AI for a minute. But...
Maybe he is AI. Have you ever seen Keir Starmer load a dishwasher? Mamdani won more votes than the other candidates combined, so why were they so rubbish?
Well, one had a little bit of a flaw in his candidacy. He'd already been governor of New York, and he'd been involved in multiple sex scandals.
Andrew Cuomo.
He's had to change his name. He's now Prince Andrew.
Before the election, what did Trump say he would do if Mamdani won?
He said he'd cut off funding to New York.
Yes.
And then he'd send the troops in. And then he'd rename it as New Trump.
Yes.
I've made some of that up.
What did we also learn in the 60-minute interview that Trump always carries with him?
Piece of paper with various achievements, like I've stopped 8 wars written on it.
Let's have a look.
But I mean, just a little list of look at this, wars.
President Trump wanted to make sure we saw the list of 8 international conflicts he says he's been able to end since returning to office.
I said, if you don't stop fighting, I'm putting tariffs on both of your countries, and you're not going to be able to do business with the United States.
Why isn't that working with Putin?
In other news, why is Donald Trump not happy with the BBC?
Well, this is one for you, isn't it?
Panorama edited together a bit of Trump's speech that he made on January the 6th, before the Capitol Hill riots, and people like Boris Johnson are arguing. Boris Johnson has complained the BBC is being dishonest. It's an interesting take for Boris Johnson. Which people who are advocates of Trump say is actually basically making it seem like he advocated violence that day.
Here is what he actually said.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
And here's how Panorama edited it.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Oh, no, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty different, innit? Yeah. I was ready to fight.
It's allowed room for people to criticise them, hasn't it? So, in a sense, it's stupid and it's clumsy to have done that.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, but I feel like if he was clearly inciting violence, then there's no need to edit a clip that makes him more clearly look to be
I think that's a very sensible view. My guess is that that bit will be edited, so it'll be me saying, fight, 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 fight.
Fingers on buzzers teams. Ian.
There's a lion which was let loose and it went into a pub. And it ordered 2 pints of Guinness.
It's actually the news of a lion on the loose in Ireland.
Oh, good.
How did the lion escape?
Did it go to Wandsworth Prison?
Not clear how, but a forest manager, John O'Reilly, was sent this footage by a colleague who caught the beast fleeing into the woodland. Oh my God. The good news is that the animal has now been apprehended. It turns out the lion was just a Newfoundland dog called Mouse with a fresh haircut.
No.
You can see the similarity.
Yeah.
You used to have that haircut, didn't you, Maisie?
Shut up.
Still, it's not the most embarrassing mistake to come out of Ireland.
Author Seamus O'Reilly was just 5 years old when he and his 10 siblings...
10 siblings?
...sadly lost their mum.
That's the reason why you should read the autofiction.
Time now for the missing words round, and we start with Marks & Spencer launched new product for men dubbed what?
Oh, it was underpants.
Yeah. Marks & Spencer launched new product for men dubbed the male equivalent of the push-up bra.
Oh, what's it pushing up?
Well, this is a new pair of support pants for men.
They just push everything north.
Towards Aberdeen.
They're said to give gentlemen more confidence in the office.
Would that make someone more confident to be entering the boardroom knob first?
Yeah. Totally.
Would it?
Yeah. If you're carrying a tray of drinks, you can open the door, doesn't it? We can't judge our level of confidence until we see the product.
No.
Ian's going to model it. And then that lady's going to write in about your lovely attire.
That's Alfred Hitchcock, isn't it?
I think it's a before and after.
Before and after what?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm bitterly disappointed.
Which one would you prefer, Maisie?
Catherine, my mum watches this show.
Which one would she prefer?
Next, Queen Elizabeth II's what to go up for auction this week?
Favourite son.
Queen Elizabeth II's wedding cake to go up for auction this week.
Oh.
A slice of wedding cake from Queen Elizabeth's wedding to Prince Philip is up for auction. The alcohol-laced fruitcake was apparently delighted that her daughter Elizabeth was getting married that day. Next, tourists can now pay £8,000 to take part in a historical recreation of what?
I know this. This is Lawrence of Arabia.
Yes, Ian.
Yeah, because I booked it for my birthday. You get to dress up, go on a camel, and free the Arab tribes from the yoke of the Ottoman Empire.
So what you like about the Ottoman Empire, they made no good sofas. They did make good sofas.
Yes, Ian. Tourists can now pay £8,000 to take part in a historical recreation of Lawrence of Arabia's trek across the desert. The first group of Britons to take part travelled for 8 hours a day. That was leg one of the journey, from Norwich to Stansted on a replacement bus. Finally, French cyclist who got stuck in a ravine for 3 days tells rescuers what?
Oh, c'est la vie.
It's very blasé.
I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I like ravines like me. It is who I am. Why do you bother me? I am happy here.
You're on the right track.
You're really testing our French. The only thing else we know how to say is that we have one brother and we like to go to the swimming pool at the weekend.
French cyclist who got stuck in a ravine for 3 days tells rescuers he survived on red wine.
Oh.
The Frenchman might have been able to eat fish from the nearby river, but sadly he was unable to, as he only had red wine. Oh well. The final scores are Ian and Lewis have 5, Paul and Maisie have 3.
Hey. Oh, wow.
On which note, we say thank you to our panelists, Ian Hislop and Lewis Goodall, Paul Martin and Maisie Adam, and I leave you with news that in Italy, Roberto, the infamous hat thief of Rome, conducts his most daring lift yet. On the Downing Street lawn, frustration grows as gardeners fail to deal with a persistent weed. And news gets around that in an attempt to keep the money coming in, Sarah Ferguson is going to appear on a celebrity version of Naked Attraction.
Oh, we're going to see the crown jewels.
Good night.